Your peace of the gods. I love myself. Open your eyes so I can see. Got you all in chat. Rim God, Sun God, Atum, y'all. So my protect on clean this planet up. The Gu-Wa-U, the Nataru. We in the building, most definitely. Tum is like Tum deity. Salam, Shadawan, Eli, Salam, Elohim, Yahshua. You feel me? Yahweh. We in the building, most definitely. Tum deity, most definitely. We are the Mississippians, man. And we out this bitch. Tum deity, we in the building. Coming back to y'all with another one, man. 3 is free on them boys, for real. Reminder Nation, you know, got y'all all in check. Y'all already know, man. You feel me? Tum the Chief, man. General Commander in Chief in the building, man. Y'all already know, man. Get Chief back there chilling, man. On them boys, man. Y'all, you feel me? He in the cut, just chilling, man. You know, like I said, man. I still be on my Chief shit in my tent with it and shit. You feel me? In my tent with it, man, feeling good. Got my cosmic currency right here. Got some grapes and shit. Got some grapes. And over here, I got some motherfucking bananas and shit. Got some grapes and bananas for $3, man. I'm still gonna be eating my I'm still gonna be getting my carbon hydrates on. My carbohydrates. I'm still gonna be getting my carbon, my cosmic currency on them boys every day. You feel me? Gotta still get that cosmic currency, even though they cut off my food stamps. It's all good. I'ma still get it for the low. It was just $3. I'ma still be good. But like I said, bussin', man. Fruit be bussin', bro. Like when you don't eat it so much like that, and when you finally eat it again and buy it, it be bussin', bro. Be bussin'. Be bussin'. Well, man, this video I'm basically talking about the difference between attainable and non-attainable, right? Because, like I said in my other video, and this gonna be my last video too. Like, I'm pretty much done making videos. I said enough. Y'all already know we the Mississippians. I'm a Mississippian before I'm anything. I'm a Mississippian, Kemetic, indigenous Egyptian, right? Before anything. The Mississippians, our identity, we still niggas. Regardless, we still gonna be niggas regardless. You feel me? You know, but if you mix, but our ancestors used to be red, blue, and green. But if you mix red, blue, and green together, you get brown, reddish brown. You get copper skin like me. You feel me? Melanated being like myself. You feel me? On them boards. You feel me? So, you know, this just food of thought. You know, information coming from the food, coming from the earth, from me grounded all the way up from the Most High. From Mother Nature within me, you feel me? We in the kingdom right now, coming to y'all live in the rat, streaming live. I'm the broadcaster. I'm the programmer. Just putting y'all on game and making y'all become the programmer to get out of the program of misinformation that was given to you. You feel me? So, like I said, this is my last video. I'm the last chief left. This is my last video. I don't mind doing features with other people on their videos or collabs. You know, I don't really care too much. I'm still gonna be doing my music, promote my number hitting song, Divinity Streaming. Ooh, I'm still gonna be promoting that song and still promoting some of my other videos. But like I said, this is my last video. I think I said enough. And the universe and nature is telling me, like, it's time to stop talking. It's time to just move in silence now. It's no more talking. It's no more downloads. No more making videos no more. You said enough. You did enough. You feel me? You're a chief. You've been doing this for many years. You're not a threat to the government. You're not a threat to society because I'm a cult leader. I'm a chief. and I work, and I'm a government agent that works for nature. I'm a government agent for nature. I'm a government agent of nature, if I'm making sense to y'all. So I am an agent. I am a government agent that works for nature. You feel me? I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission proclaiming the kingdom of God, transcending and ascending my way out of the holographic universe back into the void, into the nothingness, into the I am. Because I know what is me. I know God is within me. The kingdom is within me. So I gotta just go within it, and everything will be added on to me. All my treasures is in my own imagination that I'm creating beyond this realm, this mental, physical realm of existence. I'm the last chief left, man. Everybody else been having this crash out energy, man, lately. And everybody just been moving like little girls and little boys and moving like little bitches and shit. Just on camera with their shirt off, yelling and screaming and shit. Get your ass in nature, hug a fucking tree, nigga. You feel me? Bring people together, create a tribe of people, do some shit, internet with people. Make some shit happen. Motherfuckers gotta pay you for lectures and shit. Motherfuckers gotta pay you for lectures. You buying Tesla, you flashing money. You feel me? You flexing your money and shit. You buying houses and not paying rent on it. You feel me? You violating man and women's online for clout to get money. And people call themselves master teachers. Like, come on, bro. That's that crash out energy shit, man. That's that crash out energy shit. And once you get taken off your throne, so like I'm on my throne. I'm the last chief left. You know, we got other chiefs out here, you know, shout out to God King Joshua. He in Florida, you know, Alabama, Indian. He's an Alabama Indian, you know, in Florida on them boys, you know, doing this thing. We not a fucking threat. You feel me? You know, and this is another part of the video, like, you know, all that people that got that crash out energy and shit, it's trying to be like, they want to crash out to prove something to people, but you proving that you just a bitch. You just moving like a little ass boy. That's that crash out dumbass mentality energy. That's why they got prisons and jails for people that don't have self-control. If you can't control yourself out here in the world because you fed up with it and you tired of it and you don't like living in it, okay, we got a place for mental patients like you. For people that got mental illness patients, and people that don't have self-control, that are losing it out here, we got a place for y'all. Prison and jail. My nana on them boys. About to tap in, man. We about to tap in, man. I love bananas, man. I love bananas. We about to tap in. But like I said, it's like this and shit, man. You know, you're not a threat, man. This is my last video, and I'm not gonna be making too many videos like this no time soon. You feel me? This is my last video. People that's on the internet spraying information, right? Showing people that the so-called Black and Latinos are the real or true identity before we was called Israelites and all these other different tribes of people like Cherokee, Blackfoot, you know, and all these other names that we got split up and divided up after the colonizers came, right? Or after the conflict that happened before the colonizers came, right? Because we was at war with each other. Like a war broke out before the colonizers came, because we created the colonizers before we got colonized. That's a lot of people don't know. But that's another video. That's for another story or whatever. But I'm just scratching the surface for it, just getting deep into this shit, making this shit simple. That when you study the great mounds, when you study the great mounds that are the pyramids, right? Which the so-called blacks and Latinos build the great mounds, right? And the great mounds, that's all pyramids. They're the biggest, oldest ones in the United States of America. It's more pyramids in the United States of America than in any other place around the fucking world. You feel me? You know. So that's why God's chosen people came from the United States of America and spread it through the four corners of the earth. But I'm just telling people, man, like, we're not no threat, man. How can we be a threat? Do they make like how are public spiritual conscious leaders are a threat all because they spreading information that already been out there? We just regurgitated. We just repeated information that already been preserved, that was already been put out there. You feel me? And last time I checked, if you color people, Indian, that's why we human. We human. We spell Hueman. We human. We human. We color people. You feel me? We a mixture of red, blue, and green. When you mix up red, blue, and green, you get brown. That's why our skin is brown. That's why the tree is brown, because we represent the tree. The tree is actually three. So you gotta understand, bro, like, a lot of these conscious leaders, bro, it just crashing out, man. Like, they got this MK Ultra. They've been mind controlled by the women that they're around and shit. And like I said, man, like, if you're attracted to pussy, then you is a push. If you're attracted to pussy, then you is a pussy. If you're attracted to bitches, then you is a bitch. You all what you attract. We having sex backwards. We honor the demonic sex rituals, right? And the woman that you surround yourself with that is that is mentally weak, that's mentally weak and physically weak, because there's no such thing as a person just mentally strong. Physically strong and mentally weak, or mentally weak and physically strong. No, it's whether you weak or strong. It's one or the other. So we got a lot of people around you, right, that are weak-minded people. That's beta, right? You feel me? Or making you into a beta. If you can't make them into who you are, and they don't look up to you as the source model or who they trying to become, then they a fucking coward. Why do you have cowards around you? Why do you have betas around you? Why do you have yes mans around you? They getting on their knees and doing whatever you tell them to do, like a fucking peasant. Because that's what the fuck you are. You are what you attract. So people gotta understand, man, question everything. Question people around you. Just don't allow people to do anything. Don't accept anything from anybody. Don't trust no one but your fucking self. We're not a threat, bro. If y'all really look at this video and look at my video of me just being part of Coalition, Black Panthers, the Israelites, being part of a cult. Yeah, I got to kick off a plane one time, though. But the government was working for me, in my favor. The government was trying to look out for my safety. Even though they kept saying, they kicked me off the plane, they were like, don't lie, or whatever, tell the truth. You know, they watching you. If you part of a cult called Combination, yeah, man, like the higher ups are watching you, or whatever. And they were just trying to make sure you wasn't drugged, because what been said online, and they just been watching all the members that was part of Melanation, Combination, or whatever. If you online, you know, pushing 3, or, you know, putting up the 3, or you got any connection to Nature Boy, Eligio, Bishop, they gonna be online thinking that, you part of it. You still a part of it. I'm not a part of it. I'm not you feel me? And even if I was a part of it, God is looking out for my safety. The government, the federal government, was looking out for my safety. That's why they kicked me off the plane, because they were trying to make sure I was okay. That's what they asked me, was I was drugged or anything like that. You feel me? They were just making up some shit. You feel me? They're like, oh, we just trying to make sure you ain't drugged or whatever. They were just making up some shit. You know, and then they didn't want me to sit next to nobody because they thought I was drugged and they thought I was going to lose my mind because, you feel me? They know how people is when they be laced it. You feel me? That's why you don't supposed to smoke. You don't supposed to smoke with people or take drugs with people that you don't even know like that. Because they can lace your shit and have you be tripping and they can set you up. They shit ain't laced it, but they laced it your shit because they want you to crash out. And a lot of people that's crashing out on hella drugs like that, it's because they shit is laced it. Because they get tired of the same drugs they've been having, right? And they're like, oh, it's not strong enough. I need something more stronger. Because they on some crash out shit. And a lot of these strong, hard drugs like that, and you overtaking, you overdosing, you're gonna have an overdose and you taking all these too much drugs and shit, you know. You want a stronger feeling, stronger effect. Only thing it's gonna do is just have your body shut down on you, have your ass crashing out and shit on some crazy ass shit. But you know, yeah, man, that's why I be on my chief shit, man. That's why I be on my chief shit. When I put this crown on, man, it's spirits in this fucking crown, bro. Just bonded, warrior chief bonded, bro. Ain't no average person walking around with that shit on, man. Have you seen anybody online or videos what a bonded or whatever like that? Just know that they self-sufficient, they solvent, they want sovereignty, immunity, and they liberated. You feel me? They want sovereignty, immunity, and they self-sufficient, and they liberated for sure, for sure. But like I said, when you get taken off your throne because you didn't have self-control, because you had this crash-out energy, moving like little boys and moving like little girls on some hoe-ass, bitch-ass shit, right? Cow-ass shit, and you wasn't applying the knowledge, and you had people that was practicing witchcraft on you, around you, right? And you had these warlocks and these bitches, these witches around you, right? Yeah, they was using their dark magic on you the whole entire time in a peaceful way. Y'all don't understand, bro. If a person allow you to crash out or do things to provoke you to crash out, they all putting spells on you without you even knowing that shit. So, you know, the government and like I said, we not a threat, bro. I'm not a fucking threat. I've been in nature, minding my business. I've never been attacked. I've been on some cheap shit. I've been saying I'm God and all that. I've been saying the black man is God. I'm not a fucking threat. You're not a fucking threat. We not a threat. We fucking free. If you really do your history, we are the Mississippians. Before we was called before we was called niggas, African Americans, colored people, whatever, Native Americans and shit, Egyptians or Israelites, we was Mississippians. We was called, we was Mississippians. That's what we were. We was Mississippians, right? And we built the pyramids and all this shit that we see today. We didn't create the Bible. The Bible was something that was man-made, that was made up. So it was a fake story that was made up. It's no real accurate evidence on us being Israelites. All them tribes, we just lost. We like God chosen people are lost tribes. We just lost tribes of people that lost our true identity, that made up a identity after what was left, after they hidden some of our forbidden history and our true identity. Gotta understand, they rewrote history, man. Gotta put it all together, man. If we build the pyramids, if the Mississippians build the pyramids, we Mississippians. That's our true identity. I'm a Mississippian before I'm an Israelite, before I'm a Jew, before I'm a tribe of Judah. I'm a tribe of the Mississippians, Egyptians, people that build the pyramids and shit. That's what the fuck I am. I'm a Mississippian For sure, for sure. But we ain't no fucking threat, man. So any spiritual leader, conscious leader on some, oh, if you speaking the truth, you got to get crucified. If you speaking the truth, you got to get locked up. You got to go to jail. This and that. They on some crash out shit, man. They under some MK Ultra mind control. They under some, somebody put a spell on them. Somebody put a spell on them, or they a fucking male witch, a warlock trying to put a spell on other people, just trying to use their words and project things onto people to make people be on some crash out shit. So don't fall for that shit, bro. Like if you got that Christ consciousness, nigga, and you doing it the right way, nigga, and you have self-control, nigga, you not a fucking threat. Because if you a spiritual leader, right, and you keep on saying, oh, I'm a threat to society. They look at me as a threat. They lay me as a threat because I'm trying to wake people up. I'm trying to spread the truth online. They trying to attack me. They trying to do this. They trying to do that. If you keep having that in your, mind, right, that's what you are. That's what you're going to become. You are what you attract. You are what you become based on your thoughts and how the way you thinking and how your mindset is processing information. You have misinformation if you thinking like that, because nobody's a fucking threat. So any public speaker or activist or revolutionary think that they a fucking threat is because they a threat to nature. And we all part of the system. Whether you don't like the system Babylon that we all living in, Babylon is everywhere. It doesn't matter where you go, there you are dealing with self. Your lower self, your demons are everywhere. So Babylon is everywhere. So I'm the last chief, man. I have to speak my fucking piece, man. We are not a threat. God's chosen people are not a fucking threat. Black and Latino people are not fucking threats to the government, because the government is God and we are God, and the government is working for us. You feel me? The government is working for us. I'm a government agent that works for nature. I'm a government agent for nature. I'm a nature government agent, if you want to call it like that. I'm a nature government agent. I'm the last chief. I'm the last chief left. And the Atum come back out of chaos to bring order, pushing them an outlaw to show people what they was lacking on. They was lacking on shit. I'm not against Rashad Jamal, Nature Boy, Eligio, Mississippian I'm, Birth Polite, Dr. McCause, New York, or any other black leaders or activists that got locked up. They got locked up for crashing out. I'm just saying, y'all was on bullshit. Y'all was out here fucking bullshit. That's why y'all kept thinking that y'all was a threat, because y'all had people around you that was a threat. People don't know. It be the most peaceful, quiet people that's around you that agree with everything you say can be your motherfucking threat. And it can be people that's around you that you always battling with, right? Like, you feel me? It's gonna be people around you that always battling you about knowledge, or that keep going back and forth about knowledge. You feel me? And they not trying to accept the truth and shit. And they so dumbed down in one mind-sided, right? They just one mind-sided, right? They just on one side thinking. You feel me? Not being more open-minded to new shit, and keep being caught up in the hallucination and the fantasy, being in love with the hallucination and the fantasy of a story that wasn't really actually true, and keep believing that something is real and they know damn well it's fucking fake. These people can be a threat. You want to go to war with other chosen people, because other chosen people is under MK Ultra mind control. They under Stockholm Syndrome. You feel me? That's why they push this religion and this holy Bible shit, because they know that can divide us up. That can stop us from coming together. That can push us away from our true identity of being Mississippians. That's why they push that fucking Bible, that Hebrew Israelite Bible, because they already divide and conquer us, and they just making it even worse. Because when we find our true identity and true history, who the fuck we are, we ain't gonna be able to go back into that history and that true identity of what that is, because we so caught up and so indoctrinated with Stockholm Central and Cox and contradicts. These big ass, I don't like these big ass words. We so caught up in Stockholm Syndrome, and we so indoctrinated and so manipulated by misinformation or false information that was given to us, junk information. And we get it so attached it and so in love to certain ideas and people, places, and things. We ain't gonna never take the veil off our eyes and see it from what it is, from a clear eye view, from a third eye view. We ain't gonna never see it like that, cause we so caught up in the lie. You know, like we believe in a lie so much, then it started becoming true. You feel me? Jesus Christ ain't no real person. He's not real. The Christ consciousness is real. But Jesus Christ ain't a real actually person. It's just all made up. Even the Hebrew language wasn't here in the beginning. In the very beginning. It just all made up languages and information. But like I said, man, I'm just telling y'all that we not a threat, man. So anybody, any spiritual conscious leader, black activist, whatever you want to call it, whoever, doesn't matter what race you is, if they saying that we are a threat for speaking the truth and this and that and the third, and speaking our peace, because you're a threat to nature, because the government is a part of nature. Human beings are a part of nature. We all part of nature. So if the government so if you think that you're a threat to the government, then that means you're a threat to nature. It work hand in hand. Separation is illusion, because the government is a part of nature. Government is God, nigga. Everything is God to a certain degree. Last time I checked, the reason why black people grow facial hair and hair in their body no different than white people and other race of people is because we animals. We different animal species, nigga. They come from Neanderthal, chimpanzees. They come from Homo sapiens. Black people, right? White people come from Neanderthal, Neanderthal, chimpanzees. You feel me? They come from monkeys and shit. Primates and shit. That's where white people come from. And other race of people come from, right? You feel me? And black people come from felines. We come from felines, nigga. That's where we come from. We lioness and we cats and shit, bro. That's what we are. That's when they made the movie Avatar. All the avatars wasn't running blue monkeys. They was running blue felines, tigers and panthers and shit. Cats, felines. See my teeth? I got canine teeth, nigga. I got vampire teeth. I'm a cat, nigga. I'm a feline. I'm a lion. I'm a panther. That's where I am. Yup. Most definitely. Yup. Y'all already know, man. So, I'm letting people know the real, man. And in the last part of this video, the second part of this video, I'm talking about the difference between attainable and non-attainable. Being a Mississippian, there's so many evidence, so much proof on that, of that being attainable, compared to something that's non-attainable, that you can't find no proof of evidence on us being Israelites. Being an Israelite is something that is non-attainable. Being a Mississippian is something that is attainable. But like I said, I'm moving forward and letting y'all know people want what they don't have, which is non-attainable, and people need what they don't want. It's something that is attainable, right? People need something. People need what they don't want, which is something that's attainable, is something that they need. So, right, you gotta understand, man, that a lot of people out here focus on what they want and they're not focused on what they need. People want all this materialistic shit. People want to be rich and famous. People want to do music. People want to go to the NBA, the NFL. People want to do all these crazy shit. People even want to have sex. People want to do all this. People want money and shit, right? But people don't understand the value of themselves and the value of people, because people out here don't need people. People want to be around people, right? But people don't need people. That's what people be out here only looking for friends, because people out here only want something that's non-attainable. A friend is something that's non-attainable. Family is something that's attainable. People not out here looking for family. Everybody out here is not your friend. Once you realize that they don't need you. Your family don't have nobody around you that don't need you, man. And for people to even need you, they gotta have interdependency. A lot of people out here looking for what they want all the time. They looking for codependency. Trust me. I'm trying to tell y'all the truth, man. There's a lot of people that you see in marriages, right? A lot of people that you see on pictures smiling and laughing, making videos, but behind the scenes, bro, they got something behind the scenes, bro. Their relationship is non-attainable. It's not even attainable. You feel me? Because you got one person that got a purpose that's different than the other person's purpose. You got one person that's only in a relationship for what they need out of the person, and it's one person that's only in a relationship with the person looking for what they want out of the person. One person looking for what they need out of the person, and the other person looking for what they want. But you see them together, right? They can be together for years, smiling, happy, blah, 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 and then something just blow up. Just something just happened, and they not even together no more. You don't even see them together no more. It's a joke, bro. It really is a joke. It really is a joke, man. And a lot of people, it's like, you feel me? And I tell people all the time, don't get caught up, don't pay attention to the actions, the intentions, and the words. Behind a person's actions and the intentions and their words and the emotion, it's who the fuck that person is. It's the magic spell. It's the spell, nigga. Every individual have power, and the power is the spell. Whatever's power and how they using their power is what spells they casting. It's not about the words that you speaking anymore. It's not about that. That shit doesn't matter. But you can't be around people that's speaking negativity, or, you feel me, because they're gonna affect your energy and make you be on some crashing out shit. If you want a person that's speaking negative shit all the time and on some crashing out shit, they provoking you to crash out. They provoke, you gotta lead these people, because these people is non-attainable people. You feel me? You know, you gotta earn respect, man. And some people, like I said, they don't respect themselves enough to even be grateful enough to even have people around them in their fucking corner that was looking out for their stupid dumb ass. You feel me? But I'm just telling you the honest truth, man. A woman that's looking for a man, right? Most men and women want what they don't have and need what they don't want. But I don't focus on what I want. I don't care about what I want, because what I want does not truly matter. What I need truly matters the most to me. So everything I do, I work towards what I need. That's why I live a nomadic lifestyle. That's why I live the lifestyle that I'm living. That's why I let everything go and just live in nature and work and travel and just be a nomadic person. Because I work for I work for the things that I need. I don't work for the things that I want. I don't care about what I want. You feel me? I don't care about people, places, and things that is something that I want. I don't focus on what I want. I don't work towards something that I want in life. I work towards everything that I need in life. So if I want, since I'm trying to build a tribe, and I don't mind sharing my information, sharing my life with other people, teaching other people, because I know that I need people, because I'm a peopletarian first. Before anything, a lot of people is not peopletarians. A lot of people are antisocial and introverts and hoes and bitches and shit, and they got the wrong intentions. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. Even if a person got good intentions, they can still be showing you that they got bad intentions, because behind the good intentions that they are doing, they got Yeah, nobody would never tell you who they are behind what they are doing. They would never do, because these people is non-attainable people. But a person that's attainable person is a person that's looking for the long term, looking at long term jeopardy. They're looking for stuff for the future. We are working towards the future. We're working things out and try to build certain things together to last towards the future. Because we know everything is in the now. We gotta live in the moment. The moment is the now. The past and the present truly doesn't. The past and the past and the future doesn't truly exist. Everything is happening now. Since we know that separation is illusion, everything is happen now, and our past and our future is happening at the same time, simultaneously. Everything is unraveling and unfolding right in front of our eyes. We gotta focus on the now. So what we doing in the now is determine our future and determine our past. That's how you gotta look at things, man. You feel me? You gotta only focus on what you need, man. Something that's attainable. But a lot of people got all these living these lifestyles, living an unattainable lifestyle. They living in they live delusional. They working towards something that they ain't never gonna ever achieve or never truly have. Because they too focused on what they want. I focus on what I need. So anything that I need, I'm working towards to accomplish that. You feel me? And everything that I need, I'm always I always would have everything I need with money or without money, because I know what I need. I know what I want and I know what I need. I don't care fuck about what I want. You feel me? So people gotta look at that on a sexual level too. A lot of women's, man, they be on some hoes. They be real lustful. Trust me. If you're a man and you tell a woman, hey, I don't want to penetrate you no more. I don't want to put my dick in you no more. I just want to cuddle with you, massage you, or just eat it, whatever the case would be type shit. I'm not really into all that dominating you, penetrating you, because, I find out that was a demonic sex ritual that I was programmed it by. I'm just trying to be the programmer and just have sex with you and do things the right way, and then have sex with you in a godly way, a more spiritual, divine way, and not depleting your energy and draining you for your energy and shit. Because eventually you're gonna turn your back on me, because I've been seeing that same repeated pattern over and over again. You trying to prevent that shit from happening with this woman that you was doing that with, or before you did anything with that woman. And if she be on some, oh, what you talking about? Nah, and you showing her information and receipts of that shit being real, and she's still on some, oh, I can't be with a man that's not gonna give me no dick. You feel me? If you ain't gonna put no dick in my vagina or whatever the case would be, or I don't want that. You feel me? She being too over lustful and shit, or she switching up on you when you was used to doing it and you don't want to do it no more, is because she only wants you, nigga. She don't need you, nigga. Trust me. If a woman really needs you, she would understand you, and she'll be open minded to what it is, and start understanding her stuff and what it for what it is, and doing her research and be like, you know what, that make a lot of fucking sense, and she would be honest about her body, because a lot of women's not honest about their body. They're not honest about the way they truly feel. They will hide how they truly feel and don't really truly tell you. And they know that, oh yeah, you depleting my energy, you fucking draining me, but the shit feels so fucking good. But I feel drained as a motherfucker, but it feels so good at the moment, but the after effect, I feel like fucking shit. But they ain't gonna tell you that. But they gonna allow you to keep dominating them. And the minute something don't go their way, the minute you say no, or not trying to do certain shit with them and some shit, the minute they flip out on you, because you already dominate them. You already made them to a hoe ass bitch. You already made them to a pussy because you was fucking a pussy. So and if you don't understand, you under demonic sexual ritual spell. If you don't overcome that and realize what the fuck that shit is, guess what? She gonna use her powers and put spells on you and make you pussy whip, nigga. So you gonna stay with this woman because the pussy was good, but the whole time the pussy was making you a pussy ass bitch ass nigga the whole entire time. That's why I don't not attracted to bitches. Real shit. You feel me? That's the difference, man. You feel me? Between wants and needs and shit. Attainable and non-attainable. It get even more deeper, but like I said, I ain't trying to make the video that long. But peace, I love fam. Gang.